So we have an interview of Sivakarthikeyan with Anupama Chopra for the Hollywood Reporter India, talking about his journey, talking about his films, his success, how he rose in Tamil cinema, hearing a lot of good things about the interview. So if you haven't seen it, I put the links in the description. You can check it out on the channel of Hollywood Reporter India. This is a reaction to it, not a substitute. I'll be pausing in the middle talking. Let's hear about his journey from himself. By the way, channel membership is live. If you really like the content, you want to support the channel, you can become a member. Enjoy such videos early and some member-only videos. To know more, click on the join button and let's check it out.
Welcome to the Hollywood Reporter India.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you. Very happy to meet you, ma'am.
It's exactly. I am so happy to meet you. I loved
What a setting, by the way. Nice place to shoot.
Amaran. I have been a big fan of Doctor.
Thank you, ma'am.
And I have so many questions to ask. But so I have to say, it's a pleasure to be sitting with you here at the Leela Palace in Chennai.
Thank you, ma'am.
Nice.
Happy
plug
New
in.
Year.
Happy New Year, ma'am. Happy New Year.
But what a year you just had. I mean, of course, Amaran, which blockbuster, but also praised and loved by critics.
Yes.
And there are very few films which find that spot, you know,
Yes,
ki
correct.
commercial hit,
Yes,
critical hit.
Yeah.
As a producer, you have Kuttakali,
Yes, ma'am.
saying it okay?
Kottakali.
Kuttakali,
Yeah.
which again, for me, was one of the finest films of the year.
Thank you, ma'am.
Just
Thank you so much.
brilliant, brilliant film.
Thank you.
And then
He just have said thank you. It's been fun.
the cherry on the cake. You have Vijay giving you the gun in the greatest of all time.
Yes, ma'am.
A sort of symbolic passing of the torch.
Okay.
You know, in Pathan, there's right at the end, there's this scene where Shah Rukh and Salman are talking to each other and they say, who will be the successor? And then they said, hame hi samalna padega, there's no one. And here you have one of the biggest stars in the country
Okay.
actually saying to you, you are next, it's your time.
Okay.
है ना?
Okay.
How did you process all of this? Is it a little overwhelming?
I have to say, when that scene happened in Goat, and they say he's the next, it didn't. For me, it's like, okay, he's the next coming superstar, so that's why he's like, basic. But what now I've understood is, how he have come up. Like I learned that he used to be an anchor in TV shows, like TV series or, no, not TV series, reality shows. And from there he became up and became an actor and a leading man. And, that journey is very inspiring. It's not that he has industry connections, this and that. So that scene now holds much higher value than what I first thought it would be.
But to think about this, I have to take only one thing from that. That is Vijay sir's love for me. That is the only thing I have to take it, ma'am, because it is not like okay, from here now I have to do like what he did. No, what he did or what he is gonna do next, everything will be his own. Like, and I cannot take that immediately and say I'm gonna do from here now on. Like,
I've got the torch and I'm
so I've seen that as like everyone asks the same thing. Might be it might with only if we see the scene alone, it might. We can see like that, like he's passing on a baton. Everyone asks that passing on a baton to it. No, I didn't see it that way, ma'am. If I understood that before doing the scene itself, I would have said no, it is not that context. It is like a fun scene. Okay, I'll take care. I know that will be taken as the meaning, but I didn't take that as that straight. So I thought like Vijay sir is sharing. Vijay sir is sharing his love for me, and he is appreciating me for what I have done all these years and do it well.
Yeah.
So that's what I took, and I have to work really, really hard and do some good films which is appreciated by all, and more than that, it should collect really well. Producers should make profit. So only that I figure out from that scene, ma'am. It's like so nothing else.
You don't want the pressure.
No, I shouldn't even perceive in that way. That's what I feel.
You don't even think about it like that.
Because he worked for it. His 32 years hard work is there. He has seen so much of appreciations, humiliations, struggles, ups, downs, and everything, and he has created his own. So like that, I have to create my own.
Which you have.
I'm trying my best, ma'am.
Which you have. I ask a lot of actors this, that when you come to this level of success, right, where you, on your name, can get a film made. You've just had, 300 crores is what Amaran did?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, right? So, do you become more secure, right? Do you become like, I'm now in a very good place. I can experiment. I can do different things. I can, just play,
I
right?
know where
Because
the
you're not
question is
worrying
going.
about what will happen. You're in a good place. Or when you get to
The
success
baggage.
of this kind, do you actually become a little more insecure because you also have to hold on to that success? What is happening with you?
Insecurity, I can't, like, I don't think I am insecure right now, because if I am insecure, I wouldn't have come from television to cinema, because I had no example here to follow. I had like monthly, I got some money, I was newly married, so I had to take care of that. I was not insecure or like worried or pressurized, so I just wanted to try out. So my passion was like I want to get into cinema, do something, not particularly to be a hero or a bigger star. Try something in cinema. Let me see how I'm in that space, in that zone. So now it is like people have given me, I can call it as a place or something. So I'm just enjoying that, and same time I'm feeling it is responsibility too. So I'm just thinking about that. I don't want my audience to get disappointed when they go back. That is the one.
That is a double-edged sword, right? That you did different things, and that's what the audience appreciated. And now you feel like if I don't deliver on what I have done before, they will feel bad. But then you get stuck in that cycle where you start to make films thinking this is what they like, and then that will not work. So like maybe the audience love his films because he's refreshing. He's doing something different than all the others.
Only thing worrying me. So otherwise, I'm fine with it, ma'am. So, and the success also, like Amaran's 300 or 350 plus crores, is like we didn't do Amaran for 350 crore
Yeah.
plus, or like
Yeah.
it will do 400, it'll do 200. No. And first thing about Amaran is Rajkumar's first film, director Rajkumar's first film, Rangoon, was a very good film, but it didn't do a bigger box office collection because of that time it had some other things. It didn't do. Mahendran sir or Kamal Hassan sir or myself, we didn't see that number to do this film.
Yeah.
We trusted on the script. We trusted on Rajkumar's ability. We didn't even think about what happened with this first film. We know his talent, we know his potential, so we wanted to try this film. Genuinely, we wanted to do this film because it's a very genuine story. And that is resonating with the audience now, and that is coming back as the collections now. So I just want to stick to the same process. I don't want to worry about my previous films numbers or the director's previous films number. No, what is the content he's bringing on?
That's good.
And what we're gonna do with this? Whether it is if it is a bigger scale, let me reduce my salary, and let me take the profit percentage if it is a hit. So in that space I'm operating now. So I'm not pressurized at all, ma'am. Again, the procedure will continue.
Recently, Gukesh became world champion in chess, and I saw the pictures. He met him, and was having a good time. Like they're having food, and it was nice. It was like lovely.
Same. How I entered into cinema, how it started. Like before the conversation, I told you, I started doing one film at a time from my second year itself.
Yeah.
I was not, that time I'm not worried about whether I'll get a chance if this film fails. Will I get another film? No, I didn't had that kind of thought.
You never worried about it?
Never ever. Because everything is trying. I want to climb up, but one step at a time. Yeah. Like maybe it may be slowly. So I know I'm not climbing very fast. Or people told like I'm climbing very fast, I'm going up. Suddenly I got, no, I already had a 5 years of experience in television. So with that, I'm coming into cinema and I'm trying to learn what I should do in the films and what I should correct it, what are my minus points, trying to make that as a plus points and trying to collaborate with good team.
Yeah.
So that is continuing, I feel.
And it's a slow and steady movement.
I feel that it is steady. It is steady. It's in a steadier way. So in like 13 years, it's going to be in cinema, and I have done 22 films as released till now. So
that's not bad. Like that's a good ratio.
This is my pain.
I'm considering that not all are him starring in like as a lead.
And it's clearly working for you, your pace. But Shiva, I feel like someone could actually make a movie on your journey. You know, to start as a sort of as a stand-up comedian at college festivals, to become a television anchor, to go from television to becoming this big movie star, and you're not a trained actor, right? You've said that your first film, Marina, right? The director Pandiraj told you the night before, come tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Right?
Wow.
It's incredible. And you went tomorrow the next day and you did it, right? All these years, how have you worked on your acting? How have you made yourself into the actor who could pull off an Amaran, which is a very tough film?
Like, initially, I had the confidence of doing films, but not all kind of films, not a very serious role or very heavy films. I was not that confident because I didn't know how cinema will work for me. So what I'm capable of, because everything happened in a night. The previous night he called me, so I had only dreams, but that night also I didn't sleep, so I didn't even have a dream also. So I just went on to the set. I was 100% sure he will send me back home after seeing.
Because you'll mess up.
Yeah, I will mess up. So I was prepared to do what he says I should do. I should be like that.
Follow instructions.
Just follow instructions. Make sure he doesn't get angry. Why did I cast you? He shouldn't get that. So every day, next day also he's calling me. Okay, I think he's liking me or he's want to try more things with me. So the full film till it got released, I tried that phase only, ma'am. I wanted to try what I am capable of. And after seeing my films on screen, I felt like these places I should get better in these places. When I worked with them, I started working with the directors and what
I think many people say they cannot watch their own work, right? Because they get too critical. So I guess he has that, understanding that, okay, don't think of those things. Just think where I need improvement.
Ask me to do, I try to do that. Initially, without understanding or without thinking about it, I just do. I just follow the instruction. But when it comes to comedy scenes, I was kind of confident because I knew my timing was better and my dialogue deliveries were better. So I was with that only confidence I went in. Now slowly, when I thought like, why am doing this? Why can't try more? Like different stuffs I wanted to try, and that time like. I tried few serious films also, but I wanted to be more confident on screen. Whatever I do, either it's a comedy scene, so that means you become an actor. An actor should do everything in the film, whatever the director asks for. Then I thought like people will write better stories for me and they will cast me in a better films. So in that process I worked, ma'am, by seeing my films again and again and understanding the flaws.
So you study yourself.
That is the only way, I think. I didn't go to any acting school because I was not like aware of it. It's now we prepare for the films now. I feel like it's really good. It helps me. It helps me to fix even before I go to the set what the role is, how it should be approached. The basics I said it right even before going to the set now, either for Amaran or for now for Sudha ma'am's film. So now we do that. That time I was not aware of it.
It's supposed to be Surya, right? But it did happen.
Like maybe I should have done that earlier, I think. So, so only way was to see my films and what others says, what are the flaws they says. Something will be constructive criticism. Something will be generally they will say he's not fit for something. So that I will not take it. Here he can improve. Why? What is the mistake? Why it is? So I'm not confidently pulling it off. So that was my learning.
And now, Shiva, do you enjoy like rehearsals and workshops? I'm asking because like Diljit, right? Diljit Dosanjh was so lovely in Chamkila. But he said, I can't do like sit down at a table and do the table reads. I can't sit and do script readings and all. He said, I need the camera. I need costume. I can't just get into character. Do you enjoy like the rehearsal and the prepping for a role?
Yes, ma'am. Now I'm enjoying it because I'm seeing the result on screen, right?
So it makes a difference to your process.
Definitely, ma'am. Because see, initially we'll listen to the story, we'll read the script book. There'll be some few months gap and suddenly we'll go on to the set. We'll start with the simple scenes only. So after going to the shoot, we'll figure out where is this and what I should do. Now it is happening much before. So, and initially even I thought like once we get into the get-up only, we'll get into that character mood. But knowing what you're gonna do, that helps more.
Yeah.
That helps more. That I'm like feeling it.
Yeah.
For a doctor, like we didn't had any rehearsals or workshops. I just looked tests and I read the script on my own and discussed with Nelson, because I know Nelson for so many years and we always discuss a lot. So there the discussions helped how it should be. So we both figured out how the look should be and how I should behave.
Yeah.
So like that.
That's a very difficult film, to pull off, because you have to be like stoic and don't do anything, no expression, nothing. And that's something I really enjoyed in Doctor, I remember.
We figured out I can't get that luxury with all the directors, because first I should know them. Nelson, even before I'm becoming an actor, he becoming there, we were friends. We discussed so much about films, so I know what he likes and he knows what I can do. So in that we didn't had any rehearsal, just basic understanding. But for Amaran, even Rajkumar was a very good friend of mine. We had rehearsals for actions or weapon training, and for few scenes we had rehearsals and we did it. Now I'm after watching the scenes and getting all the appreciation. Okay, the process is right. Just follow it.
Yeah.
Just continue it.
You know, one of my favorite scenes, Shiva, was that night when Major Mukund and Indu are on the video call, and they keep the video call on all night just to stay connected.
Yeah.
And it was so moving, it's so emotional. And we all know it's a true life story. We all know it's going to end in tragedy. And it was just so lovely. You were both so lovely. And I think what was amazing is, of course, Major Mukund is larger than life, right? His courage was larger than life. Not many of us are capable of doing what he did.
Yes.
And you pull that off in that scene where you say, this is the face of the Indian Army, right? But you also make him very human. He's also ordinary in the best sense of the word, which is why we relate to him.
Exactly. Exactly.
How did you make this character both extraordinary and ordinary? How did you do that?
Nice question.
I had the narration from
I think for me was those love moments, the chemistry between both of them. Those sequences shined the most for me.
Rajkumar. So he is very good narrator. So whatever scripts he narrates, he will say yes to it. So that is a very good narrator.
It's his superpower.
Yes, man. Then he gave me the script book also. I read it. And then we started preparing for the thing, because this was also like not just preparing for the scenes alone. I had to prepare for this action sequences, weapon training and everything. Everything was so challenging, but it was very, very interesting to handle the gun, how it should be. So there itself, I started getting nearer to the character, how I should stand, how I should. So over that, after I wear the uniform, then it became perfect there. But what I figured out from the script is like one dialogue from Sai Pallavi. She says, at that small age, the 5th standard itself, you were very clear what you want to become. So that line I had it in my mind. So whenever I had any doubts in performing, I'll have that in mind. So he was so clear and he's following his dream. So he's a visionary. So he knows his vision, what he has to do. So how he will think. At this point, how he will be. So if not only his vision, he was so meticulous about it. He wanted to become an army officer. He joined there. He used to tell with the Hindu, he says like, it's so painful. I thought it's like in the training academy.
Yeah.
But still he continues and he does next stuff. But he is committed to everything. So that was the line I figured out. So if it is to his wife, he'll be very, very, very much committed. If it is work, he is very, very committed. So that was the line I had in my mind in every scene I performed.
Nice.
So whatever he does, he is so committed about it. It's not like, okay, we'll do this, maybe we'll do this later. No. I should do this because I am committed to this. I am committed to Hindu, so I should take care of her. I should comfort her because she is feeling the distance. So let me make. So every scene we did that way, ma'am.
And is this how you normally work? That you'll pick a note for each character and kind of hold on to it, or this was only for Amaran?
No, for Doctor also we had, because other films it is like a what to say, ma'am. I can slightly go up or down.
Right.
This film, Amaran, it is a true story.
Yeah.
So everyone will just see how the Major behaves. So they want to see Major Mukund Varadarajan in front. So I had to. In Doctor, it was a bigger challenge.
Yeah, you kept this straight face while doing the funniest things.
Yes, ma'am. So Doctor, we had to figure out something like how much I should express.
Right.
How I should express. So I can't laugh, I can't cry, I can't get angry, but how I'm going to express it. So that line we had to figure out. So for these two films, I had this. And for Maviran, it was another different thing, but we didn't
Really enjoyed it.
prep for that. We understood the character more. And first initial 10 days, with the director, I had to like discuss so many things because it was like one voice I'm hearing. I had to react to it.
Correct.
And
Man, then look at it. The kind of films he has done, everything is so different, and it's not same thing over again at all.
shouldn't do the comedy. I should be as realistic as possible. The voice is troubling me, and the audience should feel the comedy. So how to make it more realistic? Still, audience should enjoy it. So that I had to figure out with the director. So every film with the director, if we discuss it, we get to understand the character more.
And what kind of an actor are you? Are you somebody who's like very good in the first few takes because, that's when you're feeling it the most? Or can you do in the 10th take what you did in the first take?
No.
First few takes?
No, it depends on the director.
Really?
If he says
you can do either?
Yeah. If he says okay. From Doctor, I'm not saying monitor after my shots, man. I'm not saying that at all.
Nice.
How come?
Yeah, because if I see that, Doctor was like completely different for me. I was always animated and full lively so
Comedy,
far.
right?
Always animated and high energy like that. So if I see the monitor, I might feel like I'm not doing anything and I might trouble the director. Why am I like this? Is this working? So it can create some disturbance to the director.
Too much doubt. Right.
So I stopped seeing the monitor and I asked him. I look at his face. I said, okay. He says, okay, okay, we'll move on to the next. So after seeing Doctor, I thought this process is good. If director is okay, I'm fine. Because sometimes...
So it's very much trial and error for him. Like, he'll try something. If it's working, let's continue doing it. It's not working, maybe try something else. So nice.
What I thought was the advantage of that was if I see in regular films also, if I see that I want to do what I'm best at, what I think. This expression is not that. I can give better and I'll do the same. I might do the same. So I thought if director says okay, then it is okay. Because he has the script for years in his mind. He has the visual. So I read somewhere one of the biggest director, I forgot the name, which is the okay take. Whatever the director had is in visual and which matches that visual, that is the okay take. Okay, then it is working. So if the director says okay, I mean, if he goes for 10th take or 15th, in Maviran and all, I have done 16, 17 takes for one particular shot. In Amaran, most of the love scenes or most of the scenes, 1 or 2 takes max. Doctor, after 3-4 days, it was all were single takes only. So now it depends on director. If the director asks me for 30 takes, I am ready. One take. So
Nice,
if I
nice
make a mistake,
attitude.
I'll try to figure out where I'm.
No ego, no this, that. I did my best. It's just take care. No, he follows whatever the actor wants. Nice.
I'm doing it. So you please tell me, explain me more. I'll do it. But so far, I think 16 is my record. I think.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. You said, Shiva, that in the beginning, especially when you entered films, you wanted to use a lot of comedy because comedy comes naturally, right? So that was something you were confident of. And you kind of, because also of the television journey that you had, families and children were your first audience.
Yes, correct.
Right? They are the people who loved you the most. And because you want to not disappoint them, you also have certain rules that there are some things you'll do on screen, there are some things you won't do on screen. Correct? I think you don't smoke on screen, right?
Never,
You never smoke.
Off screen also.
That's good.
I think that's the only reason. Like, if it wouldn't, I don't think it would make sense that he doesn't do it on screen, but off screen does it. So,
as you become a more refined actor, right? Can these rules become, I don't know, restrictive? Like, let's say if somebody offered you a great role of an antagonist, like Yash is playing in Ramayana. He's Ravan. Correct? He is Ravan. But it's a complex role.
Yeah,
it's a
correct.
big role. Would you do it?
As an antagonist?
Yeah. I mean, be a villain. I don't know. You'd be a great villain.
I don't think so. I think the script, if it surprises me and breaks everything, because when Amaran came, I was like, how I'm going to do an army script, like military-based film, how it will be for me. Okay, let me listen to the script. Then I listened to the script and immediately said, okay, I'll do it. If that happens, I can.
And you were so good at it.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Like I can try it, ma'am. And see, smoke. I don't. I didn't want to smoke on screen because like kids audience are watching it. It is not like rules for the directors. Don't write that kind of scene. Don't write that scene as a like glorification for smoking.
Of course.
So if there is in the story something for that,
the character
if it is along with the character in the
the script, the story demands it.
thing or in the narration itself, it had that justification, I can do it. Generally, to just think for a scene, just if opening a scene, I'm just thinking about it, or just I'm putting a cigarette and saying I'll kill you. I didn't want to do it because I know I will not do that well also.
You won't be cool well.
Yeah, I'll be very, very nervous. I know that because I might think like whether I'm smoking it properly, I'm holding it properly.
So that's the one thing that makes you nervous.
Yeah, so
is smoking on screen.
Yeah, so I didn't want it to be forced.
Sure.
So, and I'm not forcing the directors also, don't try it. No, I will not do that. If it is needed, if it has the justification, if it has the clarification, even if my daughter or son watches that, they should understand it is wrong. If it is there, then I can do. And if I play as an antagonist, then I can do. I think like I'm a villain, I can do that. I think it's not a problem at all. And
him as a villain, it will be interesting, challenging, interesting, but it has to be a well-written role.
But doing as a villain, script or the director should
convince
me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not ready for it. I don't know how I will look. I've never imagined me like that. Yash can do Ravan really, really well because
I think so.
Because I have seen him in KGF. So I think first I have to do KGF.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
Tell me about the production, right? You said that you produce to enable new voices,
Yes.
New artists. How does it work? Like, how do you identify who that new artist is? If I'm an aspiring filmmaker, how do I reach you? Is there like an email or I don't know, how does it work?
No, we like, I don't have like, I'm not producing 5 films a year. It is not the production house of that kind. So to read all the scripts and do one by one. No, I produce films which comes through my friends. So he's a good talent. So I have close friend circle. No one is from film industry. They all found their own way. And they are doing
so
different.
They recommend.
Yeah, they bring one script, so we'll say okay, we listen to it, and he's a good talent, and he's also like he wants to do something in this industry, and his aspiration, and the script what it says, and it why it is not materializing. So it might be some experimental script. What is new in that script? So like that we figure out a film, ma'am.
So it's a closed circle.
Yeah, it's a closed circle. So I'm not into like complete regular production house in that zone. Like every 3 months one film we have to start our yearly 3 or 4 films. No. And in my production house, if we start one film, till that film ends, we'll not start another film.
Nice.
And even if it is we don't see it as a small film or my film, big film. No, that film is the production house biggest film. Even if it is a like 3 crore or 4 crore film, the complete team's attention should be for that film till it gets released. Then you listen to the script, fix it, then we'll proceed. So we want to enjoy that process and give the full attention to the team. And mostly we work with the newcomers. So we tell them we are with you. You make what you want to.
Nice.
So you don't compromise on this. So like that we work. Means it's kind of like different kind of operation. We don't see like so far like we have made 6 films, I think. And
Wow.
mostly are from newcomers or one film directors, and every film had different kind of genres or different things, and we learned so much
Nice.
also from that film. So we are learning still.
It's a lovely process.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
But tell me, despite being as good as it was, Kutakali did not work in theaters, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So do you feel that, was it a error of judgment to put it in theaters? Should it have gone straight to streaming? How do you deal with those kind of ups and downs?
No, like many says like it didn't work in theaters. On what basis I could validate, I didn't know, because what was its
Supposed
number,
to
I
do.
don't know. Yeah.
Right.
If for my film we are investing like 125 or 150 crore, it should collect that from the theaters. It is mandatory.
Yeah.
For this kind of
Okay.
film, we made 2 crores from theater, and we released only in 110 screens, I think 100 to 110. Many offered big price for the film. I didn't sell it because this is not the film you think of, because Suryana's previous film Garden was a bigger hit, some 20 crore share it was. So many asked for MG or outright they asked for it. I said no, don't. And many theaters they wanted to put this film also. I said no,
It's not that.
it's not that film.
Yeah.
I am experimenting with it.
Nice that he knows that, and he's mature about it.
I told the team also, either this film will be celebrated or it will be trashed on theaters. That will be the only two extremes. No one will say it's okay, one time watch it. No one will say that.
It's a tough film.
Yes. You get prepared for that. We are trying something new. We will not achieve the best with this, but this will be the start, and someday someone will achieve that. That day we'll celebrate Kottagalli's success. That's what I told. And for me personally, Kottagalli is a really a successful film, because before no one had the space of even like Kottagalli also, many said, what happened to the climax? If we had a proper climax like that everyone can understand, it would have been a better number only. Yeah. So we wanted this kind of film. When international audiences, they enjoy Kottagalli, why can't our audience? They are also international. That's what I feel. And I feel another problem with Kottagalli was like, whoever saw the film at one stretch, they loved the film.
Yeah.
Who had a break with
Yeah,
the interval
interval,
and then
yeah.
again getting into that mood. And the second half was just 37 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when they get into the seat and get into the film ends. So it was very new for them. So they don't know how to process. I will not blame the audience at all.
Right.
So we are understanding from the audience feedback.
Makes sense. Like that makes sense that interval kind of ruins a smaller, because a smaller film, I think 97 something minutes. So it's kind of a small film.
And for me, Kottagalli is good, and it's not error also, because I wanted Vinod's film to be on theater, and these kind of films should come on theaters.
He's brilliant.
Yeah, if Kamal sir thought like my films are not working and I'll make only commercial films, we wouldn't have got Guna, Maganadi, Anbe Shivam, Hey Ram. He never complained also.
Yeah.
He wanted to make this film. He likes that. He loves the cinema. He wants to present this film for the audience, and he constantly did that. His films have that film's result have been different, but he didn't fail.
Yeah.
He is biggest stalwart in this world now. So on those footsteps, we are also following with Kottagalli, I think.
Yeah.
So
No,
we'll
and it's
do.
a film you should be proud of back.
Always I am proud of.
Yeah.
Few said no, you shouldn't have been released. No, that is my right. I've made a product. I will release in theater. And you are right. You can say it is good, it is bad. That is your right. I respect that. I respect your view. Respect my decision also. You can outright, you can reject it. It's not at all a problem. Even if now it is running in, it is in Amazon. It is going on, and we are yet to figure out the profit and loss with that film. Even if it makes some loss, I'm not worried, because I didn't do this film to make money. I know what film I should do to make money.
And with Amaran, as you said, right, he took less money because it's a big budget film, and profit sharing, the film went on 350 and he got a big share, right? So he made a money he wanted. Now it's okay if he loses, and he's very clear about it. He's not in here to just make money, it's also for him about the films.
These kind of filmmakers, they should make they should see their films on big screen in the theaters.
I agree.
One day, even Vinod or some other like Vinod, these kind of films, they'll make these films and they'll also do 50, 60 crore, maybe 100 crore. That day will
Wow.
come very, very soon.
A vision.
And I will be back to interview you. And we will talk about it. Shiva, the other thing I hear when I was doing research for the interview, I read a lot was about your humility.
Okay.
Right? Director Mishkin, who's your co-star in Maviren, said that there was some action scene, where you had to do, I think he said 40 takes, and every time
I didn't count that also.
But he said every time you hit the stuntman, you would apologize.
Yeah.
And after every take, you apologize to everyone, and you kept that till this take was okay. Is it difficult to hold on to your humility, given that you're becoming more and more successful with
I actually recently saw a reel where in Jailer, Cut and Rajnikant, was like had a foot on someone else, like a stunt guy, and then he just touched him and said sorry, and they were like, no sir, it's okay. And then again a next scene cut, and he's like sorry, like no sir, fine, thank you. So I think it's like it travels across generations.
every film with every year.
No, I don't think humility and success are like correlated. Humility is humanity is another attribute. So we are all human.
Very well
so success
said, man.
can't do anything with that. And particularly with that take, it was a profile shot, man. Usually, I always feel I should not touch the fighter. Then only I'm fighting properly. And they will not. So I shouldn't hit them hard, or I should not even touch them. But that is a profile shot and one single shot. If I miss a punch, the gap will be seen. And it's a single shot.
So you had to touch.
I had to touch. That was the biggest challenge. And I was doing it without touching them and trying to sync. But somewhere, there was a gap. They'll show me, sir, this one gap. Sir, this one gap. In every take, I was like missing one thing. And I said, they are also falling again and again. And for the fall
true.
also, I have to say sorry because I am doing a mistake. So, and before the last take, which was the okay take, I told them, I'm going to touch you, hit you. So please adjust. So because of that, I said, okay, we are all professionals. If we are professionals, I shouldn't hit them and they shouldn't hit me. So that's why I said sorry to everyone each and every time, because they shouldn't feel, and for the next fight, if they come for my shoot, they shouldn't feel he will hit me really. so I said it's my basic thing, and it's like, it's not because I'm successful.
Yeah, success is nothing like, if your principles and values are changing because you're getting successful, then you don't really have any principles.
There's nothing. I'm like this maybe mostly, and I never try to be like I want to be with more of humility. Nothing like that. When people are giving me love, what I can give them back is a smile or a picture, or say some words. That those 5-10 seconds, that is fine. That's a response, basic response. That's what I expected when I saw my idols or any stars, and many gave me that. Few didn't give. So both are lessons for me. When so that I keep it in. I mostly tried not to disappoint anyone, because they all only intention is to say hi or talk to me or get a smile back. So that is the only thing. That's it.
But Shiva, this humility is also when films don't work. I mean, when Prince didn't work, you said the biggest problem with the film was me. You took it on yourself.
Yeah, I have to.
Why do you have to
Prince,
win?
I don't remember this film.
Maybe they are missing out something. No, I'm like understanding the film's result, either success or everything has. But when
Again, very mature.
Success, you can call anyone. So many people might be the reason. For me, if the film fails, I have to take the responsibility, because I have not done any remake so far. I listen to the script, I say okay to that, and I do that film. When we say okay to it, we think it will do really well.
Yeah.
If it doesn't do really well, means okay, I'm responsible for that, because I said okay to it. If I want to be very comfortable with my results, I should do remakes, I think. So somewhere it worked, I'll do that.
So like, his understanding is so good. Love it.
Remake, and again it will do well. Okay, fine. I'm trying to learn the process of okaying a script. whatever it does work or doesn't work, I heard the script and said okay and did the film. Now if I and Prince was not Anudeep's mistake. If Anudeep did that film with some other hero, it would have done really well. Telugu did really well, and I heard you like the film.
I love Jati.
Jati Ratnal.
Yeah, I love Jati.
He always says,
yes.
Yeah, and there are some flaws in the script. Definitely, it will be there, but decision is mine, and the responsibility I took it mine, and even I gave back a little bit of an amount back to the producer to give it to the distributors also. So I don't know whether it's right or wrong. It might be a wrong practice also. I felt that. I did that same way. I felt it. I'm responsible for that. And for success, I will not take, I will not say I'm the only responsible, but I'll enjoy the success because I take the responsibility of my failure. I have all the rights to enjoy my success.
Well said.
Yes, that is really wise. That is very wise.
And mostly here in social media, there is a certain group. When the film fails, they will attack me. When the film succeeds, they will credit others, everyone except me. That also, I'm not okay with it.
Yeah. But you've said that you've started to kind of use social media much, much less.
Very, very, very less, man. Very less.
Why? Was it affecting you?
Yeah, initially it was like affecting me. We take everything. Oh, this is the... We think like if we see 10 comments, we think the entire world is right now thinking the same about me.
Yeah.
That kind of illusion that gives.
That's
I just switched it off, and then I just did my work, and I'm seeing the result. And if we do good work, and if our work is bad, both reaches us even without social media.
Yeah.
Anyway, you are connected in internet. We have WhatsApp, and people will send me things. And Amaran's many appreciations they sent me. Like even my friends, they send me from the Twitter also. They screenshot that and send. But I'm in the right space, so I'm okay with it. I don't want to use that for more time.
But Shiva, you also said that, I don't know when this was, maybe a couple of years ago, there was actually a point where you said, I want to not be in the film industry. You said, I wanted to leave.
2 years, maybe 3 years back, I think. I said 2 years in one event, maybe 3 years, I think.
But what happened? Because you said your wife actually persuaded you. What happened?
No, the first reason is like, I never complain about this industry. I have so much of things happening around, but I don't want to complain about the industry. I have to complain about the people only. And I am passionate. I want to be in this industry. I wanted to be, and still I want to continue in this. But my pressure should not affect my family also. It's becoming like for them, they are like just living a normal, regular life. My pressure, my financial struggles or pressures, why it should bother my wife or my family, my mom or my in-laws or my kids, why it should affect me? In that perspective only I said, enough, okay, for my passion, you all are adjusting this. Let me live for you. So I don't know what we'll do next. We'll figure out. I've done MBA, so we'll figure out something. And she said like, you didn't had anything and you have come so far. When so many stalwarts are here in this industry, you are into it. And she said one good thing like, see the last 20 years, after Ajit sir and Vikram sir, no one, an outsider became big in this industry. You have achieved it. It is not an easy thing you have done. Don't leave this, then it'll, like I said, okay, I understand, but it's for you. The decision is for the family. We are fine with it. And she said, we are enjoying the benefits also from this. People are like accepting us their family, and we are enjoying this car and everything. So we'll take this also, don't worry. And when everything is, I'm okay with everything, you don't worry about it. You just go ahead. And she said, that was the thing. Because
that's what family is for, right?
As I said, like I was in last 20 years, no outsider has made it. I don't call, I've done it really big, but at least to this level. And here there are so many, like the councils or so many things are like, so that didn't...
It's complicated.
It's very, 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 very complicated. Very complicated. I don't know how many would have withstood this because last 5 years has been very tough for me, but all my work was like, either I get my salaries or not, just don't worry about it, just go do your work properly. If your film is failing, correct it and buckle up, do the film, and you keep on working on it, and you just do it. You can see all those things, just keep it aside, you can fight everything. So I worked in that way. So that side, it was the industry, the structure, it works that way. I don't know about other industries, but here, people here in this industry, like, few were very much welcoming, that someone from a common man who comes and raising up, but few groups were not okay
Not
with that,
happy.
not much happy. Why?
So it's not only Bollywood thing, huh? It happens everywhere, and I think it's nothing to do with which industry. It's like just any association anywhere, like where you have a position and you see someone from outside coming and gaining, coming up, and you're like you feeling behind. That jealousy is a factor, right, in humans, and that will lead to being being that, like, want to put the other person down. How can he go up? You feel insecure.
Is he getting it? Who is he to get that? What he has? Many straight on my face, they have asked me,
Wow.
who are you in this industry? What are you doing here?
Really?
Who are you?
Oh my God.
I faced that so many times.
What did you ever say?
I'll not say anything.
You just smile and leave.
Yes. I listen to them, whatever they say, I listen, I leave. I will
Wow.
not reply to anything, to anyone, nothing.
Yeah.
Because I'm not here to answer them or reply
Wow.
them. Or I will not even say my success is the reply to them. No, my success is not for that.
Like people who don't like say it out loud, just inside they're burning, but at the outside they're like nice and all, but there are people who just don't even like they put it out on your face. Like that's awkward moment, but at least they're better than the people hiding it, because they're at least being honest in front of you instead of trying to be your friend, but inside they're jealous.
My success is for my team who is like working 100%, and for my fans who is celebrating me irrespective of my film's result, and for the people who say like, Anna, we also want to become like you, Anna, rooting for me and supporting me. My success is for them. I
Become
don't
an
even
inspiration.
want my success as a reply for them. So I just smile and move away. That is the only way you can handle it.
Yeah.
You can't go.
But Shivam, now you're even more successful, right? And I don't know, is it going to complicate life even more?
I don't know, ma'am. Where there is money, fame, and success, and it is the only industry. Maybe cricket, another industry. Sports, maybe we can call it a sport. Now we shouldn't. It's only with cricket.
Right.
Sports and cinema, where there is fame, money, and success, there all these things will be there. No point in complaining. Either you continue your work, or fight with it, or just quit. That is the only thing. You can't complain about it.
Or be like you. You've decided my work is the work and this is not my problem, right?
Yes, no, I don't want to lose my focus also in replying them, or like, because I told in another interview also, like criticism also, I will not call everyone. Few will always say, if you do something, they will say the opposite of it. Why are you wearing white today? Black should be correct. And we'll go run, take the black, and he's always wearing black.
You can't win.
Yeah, so we'll get disturbed. I got disturbed also in between. Why is he doing all the comedy films? He has to do one serious film. Okay, I'll do a serious film. This serious film has not worked like his comedy films. Then I'll do comedy. Then I like, okay, no, I'm not going to answer it. Okay, stop. Hold on.
You just don't listen to anyone.
Okay, and luckily that...
yeah, like this film pundits everywhere in every industry. They think they know what works and what doesn't, and they try to impart knowledge on others. Like, this is working, this you should do this. That's how you make a film career and all. Nothing. Never listen.
Corona was very tough process for tough thing, even for me also, like not doing. But that time was like, we got so much of time to think about us and the family. That time I figured out like it is not working for not only with others' input. You should add that also, but in lesser
quantity.
Quantity. Yeah. So you just think what you want to do.
Yeah. Trust your gut.
Trust your gut. Exactly, ma'am.
You take it all in, but just then use your brain and do what you think.
So now
right.
I'm following that, and it might people might give more trouble also. I don't know from where what comes from, so we don't know. So we have to just keep on working.
Yeah. Tell me about the working. There is the film with Murugadoss. What can you tell us about that?
Yes, Murugadoss sir's film is almost 90% done. Just 7 or 8 days. One portion alone is left, and so he has completed it, and sir has moved to Salman sir's project, and once he completes that, we're going to finish that. So most of them, and dubbing works are going on, and post-production works are on. So once he comes back, we'll give the first look and the title announcement, everything. Even I'm waiting to know the title. He has 2-3 ideas now.
Nice.
It'll be
interesting, you know, that we think, oh, it's always this movie, right, this name, but when they're making the film, sometimes there's a different title. When they made the script, different title, and when they release it, it's a different title altogether. So, you know, they don't really have a connection to the title, only to the story. You know, so it's like, as you said, right, really fun for him also to understand what's the title he's going for.
Commercial action entertainer, but with a different kind of zone, not a regular commercial film. I'm not saying I'm not against regular commercial. I love regular commercial films, but it'll not be like hero opening song, that kind of commercial film.
It'll have a twist.
It'll have a hero character to it, and with that the commercial aspects comes in. So so that is the film about, and Rukmini is acting in it. She is doing one. Vijay Menon sir is doing a role, and Vidyut Jamal, Shabir, Vikrant, all the like crew, and Sudeep is doing the camera. That is really interesting in this film. Sudeep Element, he did Ayyapanam Koshiyam, and
wonderful film.
Yes, ma'am. His work to this kind of script like makes it fresh, I think. So it looks different.
Unusual combination.
Sir also wants that unusual thing in the film, because story also demands that. And Kevin is doing stunts, and I'm joining with Anirudh again in this film.
What fun! Cannot wait. And Sudha's film?
We have started it, and the promo shoot happened 2 days back, and we are continuing the shoot. It's a period drama.
I think we know a bit about it. It's about the Hindi imposition that happened.
Big scale. This is this is going to be in a bigger scale, and I'm like Srilila is there, Atharva is there, G.V. Prakash is doing the music, and Ravi K. Chandran sir is doing the camera. And the exciting part is like Jayam Ravi sir is I shouldn't call as villain, but he is doing that antagonist character. And I was very happy when he said yes to it. It's a very, very strong character. Because I've seen his films when I was in college times. That time only he got into the films, and he's senior to me. So I've enjoyed so many films of his, and I'm going to act with him, and we're going to like...
You can see the happiness on his face.
With each other. This is going to be really exciting, I think. And Sudha ma'am is like very, very, very meticulous, ma'am. Very meticulous. She prepares everything, so we don't have to ask any question. We can just go, ma'am, what we should do? Okay, let's do this. Okay, ma'am, we'll do this. Ma'am, is this okay? Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm completely fine. She's always on high energy. I'm completely okay with it. Okay, ma'am, done. Okay, next, done. Like that it'll be. So I'm looking forward for the beach shoot.
Nice.
We are shooting in many locations. So it's quite tough film also for the entire team.
And there were rumors about a Hindi film. Any truth to that you are interested in doing something in Hindi?
In between one Hindi film we discussed, but you know, like all the discussions never materialize.
But so not because of you, you're interested.
Yes, I was interested. But it didn't happen at that time because of the time, schedule and everything for them also, for me also. And as the first time I'm revealing it, I met Amir Khan sir a few times, and he said like my first Hindi film will be in his banner.
How lovely!
Yes, that was his, like he told me, and he has asked me like if you have any script, you bring it. So I told sir, I have few works to be finished here. I'll bring sir the right script, which Amir sir also will like. And he said your first film in Hindi will be in my productions.
I wonder if for Lal Singh Chadda, I think there were talks for who Naga Chaitanya played, but they were before Vijay Sethupathi was also in talks to play that role.
I said.
Fantastic.
So anytime it might happen, ma'am. But script should decide on it. He should also like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Last few questions. I believe that you are a big Rajni sir fan.
Oh, very big.
Very big, no?
Yes.
Because you said that he's an entertainer and you want to be an entertainer.
Yes.
So does that mean that you only do a certain kind of role, or like what does being an entertainer mean to you?
First thing is like everyone should connect with, all age groups should connect with. They should relate to me, or they should connect or enjoy my work. And my film should have, my film should be understood by all age groups. Like Amaran, it's a very, very serious film, emotional film. Kids, they enjoyed the film, they understood the film. So I didn't want my films to be very complicated. But I cannot do films like Rajini sir, because for Rajini sir, when I met Rajini sir, he told me like, your films are really, really big. You have a bigger vision. You're doing only big films. See me, I'm not doing big films. And sir, don't say like that, sir. In your film, you are the grandeur. People came to, we all went to see you, only to watch you 2.5 hours. That will not work for me, man. That is his style. So, and this scenario is different. So different. But for me, I want to connect to all the age groups from maybe 70s or 60s to 5-6 years old. 3.5 years old, my son is like, his friends are. They are knowing me, they are understanding what I am doing on screen. So that is, for me, that is my ultimate aim, like my Talaivar Rajini sir.
Do you have a favorite Rajni sir line? Is there a dialogue that you just love?
Any dialogues, like all the films I
was
a mimicry artist, so I used to say his dialogue. And ஒரு தடவை சொன்னா நூறு தடவை சொன்ன மாதிரி, அது my favorite line. Like,
what does that mean?
If I say that once is as good as saying 100 times.
Got it.
Yeah, okay. Just hit his famous dialogue from Basha.
Right, of course, the legendary, the iconic movie. You know, Shiva, you talk often
I've yet to see Pasha. Should we do a live watch along? Let me know.
in your interviews about the impact that your father had on you, the influence, and how his passing was really a very critical moment in your life, and it kind of made you into an actor. You're a father. You just had your third child. How does being a father influence you as a performer? Like, do you do things differently now because there are children?
Yes, ma'am. Like suddenly, like in Amaran, with the kid, the scenes with the kid, it was very, very easy for me to perform because I just felt Aradhana, my daughter, she was with me. She's Aradhana. So that's how I performed that. I related to that and I just did that. How I will be with Aradhana, how I will talk to her. Exactly the same way I spoke to the kid on the screen.
Right.
Yes.
So you're using it in your performances.
Yes, ma'am. And at home also, they are silently changing me also. Everyone has their own flaws, ma'am. Like we'll be different. We evolve. That's how the mankind itself happened. I said in another interview also.
I like how mature he is. Very sense, like he's more practical in his viewpoint.
So normal human being that happened. So kids, no, and third kid is 7 months old, and he is making me feel young. I'm so that is also happening. And when Aradhana grows up and she's making me responsible also, I'm now talking to her in a different zone now. I'm just trying to understand their mindset, what she wants to do and what she likes. That is I'm understanding now. Before we thought like when they are very, very small kid, they'll do whatever we give, eat, they'll eat, play, we'll play, come. Now we are trying to understand. She's 11 years old now. What they thought, that is slowly changing. I don't know what it has changed on me, but I'm now trying to find more time with them, either one of them. They are keeping us busy. Even if I'm doing some other work, my second son, Appa, come, we'll do this, we'll play, see this car, and he explains me about the car. So I think maybe this is
I think all this adds to you as a human and it gives you experience to do the same on screen.
they are teaching me patience, I think, in life.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I have 2 kids. Kids
Yeah.
are the ultimate teachers of patience.
Exactly, ma'am.
Absolutely. And finally, Shiva, any resolutions for 2025? Are you the type who makes resolutions?
No.
Not at all.
I have done before, but I didn't follow at all. Like as everyone says, like from this year I'll do fitness, I'll join a gym, I'll have 6 packs. All those I did, and then I said like daily 5 o'clock or 5:30 I'll wake up. That will not work in our industry.
Nah,
Now Muruda's
never works.
film 70% night shoot.
Oh, God.
So routine itself will change completely. So that will not work. So maybe resolution is not to have any resolutions. just stick on to the basics, keep learning. That's it.
Yeah, well, that sounds lovely.
Yeah.
That I think is true for all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank
I've
you
had
so
such a
much,
great
ma'am.
time.
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
I hope this was comfortable for you. I
It was
know
very, very
you
comfortable.
were worried.
No. Yeah, but I'm okay. I've seen all your interviews, ma'am. Like, I'm happy to interact with you. I don't know whether because for me, English is not regular.
Of course.
So I think in Tamil, I translated and then I'm communicating it to you.
Relatable.
I don't know whether I communicated it properly.
Oh, he was flawless. Like there were few words. Like when you watch, you like catch on certain things. Like he used the word meticulously. Like I never use that word. I don't need to find out the exact definition what it means, but he used such words which tells he's really good understanding and grasp of the language.
You are to the viewers they are watching, but I said whatever. I was very, very happy to interact with you. Ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And let me tell you, you've communicated very well.
Thank you.
Your English is way ahead of my Tamil. I don't, I only know Vanakam. That's all I know.
Okay.
So you are way ahead, and thank you so much for taking the time to do this.
No, my pleasure, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, they didn't ask him to say like, subscribe to Hollywood Reporter India. I said it, but this was really fun. Yeah, really. I like the vibe also. Very warm colors. You like just talking about life and the process, and there's very warmth to the discussion also. A lot of interesting things, the struggles he had, things he still face as an outsider, and it's not very just a Bollywood kind of thing. Maybe it's just that other industries things have not come out, but it's not about the industry, it's about the people who are there, and people are always good and bad, and in all ranges, in all areas, and they say there will be people who say wrong things, there will be people who are good also. It's a mixed bag everywhere, and your work is, as you said, you have to keep working. You cannot really just listen to that and be sad about it. Just you do your work. Let the in the childhood, my mother used to say, like, when dogs are barking on the street, the elephant doesn't change its route. It keeps going. It doesn't really even care about them. So yeah, that's something I've grown up with. And yeah, very, very fun, very good interaction. As I said, he spoke very well. I think one of the only English interview I've seen of him here. But yeah, Anupama Chopra, as always, great questions, and his craft. He talked about the process. Now he's like do workshops or prep for his, and how he watches his own films to understand what is what have to be improved. And yeah, it's lovely to hear, and always you want to support people like him who have a vision. He's producing also. He wants to make good cinema. It's okay to lose money. Not okay to lose money, but it doesn't mind if it's losing money. For him, it's more important than they did it. And for his films, he wants, because producers have spent so much money, he gets it. So he's that person who is not just here for the money and the fame, and he doesn't care about anyone else. And like some one-liners were so good, and there is no relation between success and humility. So such things were really inspiring, and I am sure he is such an inspiration for so many people watching. So that's it from this reaction. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments below, and you can share this your next, and I will see you next time.